Kingdom. You join us with impeccable timing. The two big races of the evening here at Meydan coming up. The Dubai Sheema Classic is next, and here are the runners and riders for the race. 10 runners, and it is a very deep field, headed by Botanic for France, Mostadaf for the Gosden team, already on the score sheet tonight here at Meydan. Rebels Romance, the Breeders' Cup Turf winner, Russian Emperor, a winner in Doha recently and had a good prep last time at Meydan. Senior Toba for Hong Kong, last year's winner Shadia. Equinox, potentially the best horse in the world, at least on turf. Westover, the Irish Derby winner, Zagre, and Win Marilyn, winner at Sha Tin at the end of last year. Ruby Walsh and Angus McNay alongside me. We have spoken at length about the quality of this race. What are you expecting to see from the race tactics, and who's going to emerge the best horse in the race?
Well, look, Equinox looks like he could be the best horse. He's the highest rated. He's been so good in Japan. We're wondering about the race tactically. Obviously, drawn in stall 1 is Westover. Now, we're listening to connections. We don't think he's going to go forward, but watching him going to post here, he's very warm. He was very excited, and I'd say Ryan Moore might have a job to get cover on him and hold him back, so he could well end up being the horse that makes it.
He could be, yeah. I think Botanic might go forward. Equinox could be the world's best. We're going to see the best of him hopefully tonight. He's been sensational in his native country. He's got a fine turn of foot. The trouble is this race, as Ruby said, it just could be a bit messy.
Ruby, what has he done in his races that has impressed you, that you think has impressed so many people into believing that this might be something out of the ordinary?
Which we all watched him in Tokyo running down Pantalasa to win the Japan Cup turf, from where he came from on that occasion, the turn of foot and the stamina that he showed. He then went and won a Nakayama on Christmas Day, and with another turn of foot, and Nakayama is a much sharper track than Tokyo, so he's very adaptable, left-handed, right-handed. He just looks a brilliant racehorse, and he has one of the best jockeys in the world on his back.
Yeah, already a winner on the board, Christophe Lemay. He's a fantastic rider. Rebels Romance, don't rule him out for Godolphin. You know, he's won his last 5. He won at the Breeders' Cup. He won the turf there. He's a very good racehorse. He'll give Equinox something to think about.
Okay, Nick Luck and Fran Berry have made their way to the start.
Rishi, we have, and the most notable point here, Fran, is the demeanour of Westover, last year's Irish Derby winner. You spoke with Rafe Beckett about him, and he's rather confirming the fears at the moment.
He is, Nick. He went out to start very worked up. He's not getting any better for Ryan Moore once he's got to the back of the stalls. You'd be quite worried about him at this point in time. In comparison to Equinox, the Japanese superstar Christophe Lemay on board, number 7 there, he is sweating up a little bit in a good way, though. He looks extremely well, though.
Yeah, there we are. The pale blue colours Equinox. You can just see the sweat between his legs. And Mostadaf, you can see just here the blue colours with the white epaulets. I think he's the most relaxed of these. He really looks in peak condition.
He looks really on good terms with himself. How about the distance for him? That is the big question.
Well, certainly the grounds today, Fran, will help Mostadaf. He really pointed his toe when winning the equivalent race in Saudi Arabia, and we're out here on the turf course. It's as firm as I've known it.
It is riding very quickly. Won't bother the horse going into the gates. Their number 6 Sharrier, Nick, won the race last year in good style. On his best running, he's a big player.
All right, Rishi, they're loading up quite quickly here. Westover still getting quite upset.
Yes, negative signs for Westover. Okay, Angus, final thoughts?
Yeah, track record here, Rishi, for information purposes, 2:26.65, set by Mishriff when winning here under David Egan in 2021. Let's see if they can get anywhere near that.
Who wins?
Well, I've tipped up Rebels Romance. I'm going to stick with him, but Equinox could be an international superstar.
I think he could be too, so I'm going with Equinox, and he could be chased on by Win Marilyn.
Okay. If it is a messy race, maybe Mostadaf can pick up the pieces, and he might be the last one to go forward for this year's Dubai Sheema Classic. It's worth $6 million, but it could mean a whole lot more if Equinox wins. Here's Larry Colmus.
They're off in the Longines Sheema Classic. Senor Toba was a step slow to get going here. It was a very good start for Equinox, who goes straight out to the front with Win Marilyn away running in second. Then Botanic in third. Mostadaf is fourth on the outside. Westover will ride the rail into that first turn and race about 5 lengths from the front, right alongside of Zagre. Then defending champion Shariar, who's 6 lengths behind in the initial stables here. Then Rebels Romance on the outside. Russian Emperor is next by 2.5, and the trailer up the backstretch backstretch is Senor Toba. So onto the backstretch they go, and Equinox wasting no time here, immediately to the front and opening up to lead by 2 lengths onto the backstretch. On the outside is Mostadaf running along in second position. Botanic is third on the inside. Zagray is fourth. Win Maryland fifth right now, 5.5 lengths off the lead and going along comfortably with Westover to the outside. Shariar is hard held at this stage, 8 lengths off the lead. Then Rebels Romance, a Breeders' Cup winner, followed by Senor Toba, who's gaining a bit of ground inside of fellow Hong Kong runner Russian Emperor at the rear of the field. And it is Japan's runner up front, Equinox, on top up the backstretch, almost a 2-length lead on Mostadaf in second. On the inside is Botanic in third. Zagray is still 4 lengths behind. Win Maryland behind them, and then Westover. Shariar is down on the inside of Rebels Romance as they race for that far turn. So it is Equinox, the one to catch. He is on top by 1.5 lengths as they make their way around the turn, just cruising along here on the front end. Mostadaf on the outside second. Down toward the rail in third position is Botanic. Zagray is fourth on the outside. Break of another 2, and Rebels Romance is starting to get moving now. He's got 4 lengths to make up, and a very tough customer to catch in Equinox, who has the lead at the top of the stretch. Equinox yet to be set down. He turns for home in control. Mostadaf on the outside second. Zagray is third. Rebels Romance trying to make his move down the center. Westover 2 and Shariar on the outside, but Equinox is still going strong, and he's lengthening his lead down to the 16th pole. Here is the titan of the world's turf. He is Equinox. He scores for Japan by 4 lengths on the wire. Westover was second, Zagray was third, and Mostadaf was fourth. The final time, 2:25.65, is a new course record.
He has lived up to the hype. Equinox has blitzed his field in the Dubai Sheema Classic. He has totally dominated a deep field. He has blown them away. We have seen something out of the very top draw in thoroughbred racing.
We have, and we said, look, the best horse, we said he'd won the best jockeys in the world riding him, and he's just kept it unbelievably simple. It's beautiful to watch, isn't it?
Beautiful, tactically brilliant from Lemaire. There was no pace signed on. He decided to get on with it, but he rated this horse brilliantly out in front to such an extent, Rishi, that they've lowered the track record by a second. 2:25
Geared down.
time. Geared down by Lemaire, beating Mischief by a second.
And that's making the running, doing it himself. That is judgment of pace. That's an art, to break the run and making the running. That's like David Rudisha at the Olympics in 800 metres in London in 2012. To do it from the front, to break a track record, is spectacular.
He did the same in the UAE Derby. He was brilliant in winning that, and he was being superb here. Westover running on, having been keen early on in the race. He runs on and grabs second. There was no second to this horse, though. He was absolutely brilliant. He is a world-class superstar.
If that performance from horse and jockey doesn't make your heart skip a beat or two faster, then you need to check yourselves.
And he can watch Christophe Lemaire's body language. He changes his hands and taps him on the shoulder. He never drops his backside into the saddle. He never fully extends this horse. He floats down and wins. Oh, how impressive is that?
Track record gone in a canter, Ruby. An absolute common canter out in front. Okay, he got the run of the race, but he's miles better than these.
He has, and Ryan Moore has done a wonderful job on Westover. We saw how messy he was in the way to post. You saw how free he was early. He got him back, he got him relaxed. Jim Crowley and Mostadaf covered the horse in front. That was the correct thing to do. But this is a superstar.
This is exactly what we wanted here at Meydan. Anyone who is in attendance tonight will never forget the moment they saw Equinox win the Dubai Sheema Classic. It is up there with one of the finest performances we've seen from a thoroughbred.
And you know what it leaves you? It leaves you thinking, imagine if he opened him up. Imagine what he could do. It leaves that thought there.
Sometimes you think there'll be nothing under the tank, but you just know with this horse, there's loads under the tank. Fantastic performance. Lemaire bringing him back in, ears pricked.
He is gorgeous to look at, but boy, is there an engine under that sleek black coat of Equinox. Christophe Lemaire He wore these colours when he won on another hyped horse called Almond Eye a few years ago. She won the Dubai Turf and she won well. She lived up to the expectation. But this horse has exceeded everything that we expected tonight. It is possible he might be the best horse in the world.
Very possible.
You asked us when we came on air to ITV, had we seen anything? We saw it now.
Here's Nick Luck.
With trainer Tetsuya Kimura, I don't think we've ever seen anything like that here in Dubai, perhaps anywhere. Just tell me how you're feeling now.
こんなような勝ち方は見たことないんですけど、今どのように感じておりますか？僕も見たことないんでびっくりしてます。I've never seen such a strong horse, and I'm surprised as well.
So you came here with a huge reputation as the Japanese horse of the year, the best turf horse in Japan. Now it looks like you've got the best horse in the world. How does that make you feel?
とても評判いい馬をここに連れてきて、日本でも一番の馬を連れてきたと思うんですけど、どう思いますか？まずは本当にドバイのジョッキークラブの皆さんが選んでくださったこと、そして最大限のアテンドしてくださって、今日を迎えられたことをまずは感謝したいと思ってます。First of all, I really appreciate for Dubai Racing Club that they invite us, and I really appreciate for it.
You've beaten some of the world's best horses in hand. You've broken the track record today as well. Was it always the plan to do this from the front?
今回コースレコードを出してるんですけど、それは計画の中の一つでしたかと。いやいや、そんなことはないです。本当にいい状態で出すことだけで精一杯でした。I didn't think about it. My concern was just let my horse run best condition.
And have you always known since you got Equinox just how good he was? Was he always a horse of immense talent?
いつもイクイノックスは素晴らしい馬でしたかと。感じしたとしたから。本当に初めて2歳の時に私の厩舎に来て、トレーニング始めた時から素晴らしいフットワークして、来てくれた。He was just brilliant when he came into my yard as he 2-year-old. When he was 2-year-old.
I want you to lead him in, but I want to know where we're going to see this horse next.
次のレースプランは何かありますかと。また世界の皆様にイクイノックスを見ていただきたいなというふうに思ってます。I'm not sure yet, but I won't think like Equinox won't show in the world, somewhere in the world.
Wherever he is, we want to be there. Many congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well, as a racing fan, please say the Arc. I'd love to see him go for that. Equinox wins by 3.5 lengths. It could easily have been 13.5 lengths or more. Let's hear from the winning rider, who is with Nick Lightfoot.
Christoph, I said to you earlier, what are we expecting? Should we be excited? That's the answer.
Yes, he's a fantastic horse, getting better and better race after race. Today was a little bit fresh and keen, so okay, I rode the best horse. I had no fear to make the pace. I'm really happy for all the connection. And it's been a long time I haven't won the Sheema Classic. Last time was with Hotscry, and he passed away 2 weeks ago. So I'm very grateful to this horse, and today it's a nice tribute to him.
What a beautiful tribute. I should say, we've seen you in these colours here at Meydan. Wow us. Just how good, compared to some of the recent greats, do you think this horse can be?
Race after race, he's going up on my ranking, and today it was a great performance against this kind of horses at top level. I'm really glad.
We've seen how good he is, Christoph. Well done.
Thank you very much.
This 4-year-old son of Kitasan Black has dazzled the equine world with the most scintillating display in the Longines Dubai Sheema Classic. Equinox has bolted up and he's beaten a classy field in a track record time, eased down. Boy, oh boy, I'm looking forward to hearing what Ruby and Angus have to say about Equinox when we return after this break.